Okay, hello everyone. I'm a presenter from Mongolia. I'm going to talk about teaching a foreign language based on cognitive experience. The cognitive linguistics is the main theory of my research, so I chose this topic. This presentation constitutes an attempt to demonstrate how cognitive linguistics can be employed in the foreign language classroom with a view to aiding learners in better understanding the complexities of foreign language. In other words, when we teach foreign language, we should focus on how we teach the vocabulary or grammar or any other structures using the semantic structures and one of the most fundamental principles of cognitive linguistics is the assumption that language is an integral part of cognition and thus a product of general cognitive abilities. In other words, when we teach something for any foreign language, we should just include the special features, how to convey the meaning or how to interpret the meaning, how to teach the meaning of the target language. Um, we should focus on cognition. For example, there's a special relationship between the cognition and language. For example, language uh, just just a big categorizes the concepts, and there are some frames in language, and there should be the cognitive modeling and conceptual planning and another associated thinking. For example, conceptual metonymy and conceptual metaphor. And when we teach foreign language, we should focus on all these concepts, especially the how to react to the foreign language, how to express emotion, how to use the language when we learn any other foreign language. We learners should have their own bodily experience, so and also the culture and special social or communicative interactions. So when we teach foreign language, we should focus on metaphor and metonymy in language and its thought. This is the cognitive linguistic approach. The cognitive linguistics movement consists of different theories that share at least two important conceptions about linguistic organization. The first one is the most thoroughly investigated in Langer's cognitive grammar, emphasizes the inherent symbolic function of language, uh, especially the maybe newly teachers, low experienced teachers. They just teach the structure, just teach the just symbols, just actually they sometimes leave the function and main function of language. So the second one states that the cognitive processes that enable speakers to understand and produce language represent the acute specialization of more cognitive abilities. In modern times, linguists discuss how the renewed attention on the relativity in language and culture may be relevant to current tendencies in foreign language teaching methodology. Relativism as such is independent from the concept of a first or second language, but applies language internally and is not used here as a cover term for cultural stereotypes. One of the central tenets of cognitive semantics is that the meaning of many conventional figurative expressions, including figurative idioms, is motivated rather than arbitrary. This runs counter to the traditional conception of figurative idioms such as death metaphors, whose meaning has become completely arbitrary, while the traditional view maintains that idiomatic language is largely unsystematic. So cognitive semantics endeavors to look for systematicity in figurative language. When applied to foreign language acquisition, the former view implies that most idioms can only be learned through random, blind memorization. In comparison, the cognitive semantic proposal looks more appealing as it carries the potential of alternative learning strategies. These alternative strategies rest on an enhanced metaphor awareness on the part of the language learner. Such an enhanced metaphor awareness involves the first one is recognition of metaphor as a common ingredient of everyday language. Second, recognition of the metaphoric themes, the conceptual metaphors or source domains behind the many figurative expressions. Recognition of the non-arbitrary nature of many figurative expressions. Recognition of possible cross-cultural differences in metaphoric themes. The last one is the recognition of cross-linguistic variety in the linguistic instantiations of those metaphoric themes. The sunlight falling on the gear wheel is exactly the same as the clock on your wall at home, actually. So long as there is no cloud cover, you can be sure that your timekeeping is on point. By orienting themselves with the sun's position in the sky, Mongolians can plan their activities accordingly and avoid any conflicts that might arise from working on different tasks at overlapping times. It's a simple but effective system that has been used for centuries and is still in use today. 4-volt gear matches with the clock in your hand. When teaching a foreign language, we teach the culture, history, and customs of the country that speaks the foreign language. And also, we believe that it's possible to organize lessons in accordance with our own culture. In this way, it's beneficial to introduce students to the characteristics of their own country while teaching a foreign language. If you pay attention to the language and culture of the students of the country where the language is spoken in the process of teaching a foreign language, It means that you will teach based on your own life and cognitive experiences, along with learning a foreign language. So we can use this kind of method when we teach foreign language. Thank you for your attention.